Ready?
Welcome. I'm Kathy Lopez, and I'm grateful that you're here. I'm going to bring for you a little bit of balance. I hope that you have a clear space, a chair, a counter, something to hold on to. You're going to need the chair when we sit down and do a few stretches. Also, if you have a small pillow or a ball, grab a hold of it right now. All right, just a little bit about me. I'm a balance specialist and a brain educator. So you'll get a little bit of brain in this, but it's mainly balance today. Have a comfortable time and grab some water. Let's get started. You will not have music with this today, simply because I don't want you to be distracted from your balance. Please also remember, believe in yourself. You can do this. Let's go. All right, let's begin. Set my water bottle down. Go ahead and begin marching. Right, left. Take it at your pace. That's another reason we just don't have music. I want you to be comfortable. Step touch. Even if you're seated in your chair, you can do this. Go back to the march. I'm going to have you mambo forward. So basically all that is taking your foot forward and stepping back. Forward and stepping back. Forward and stepping back. It's just like walking. Let's do this 2 more times. Wonderful. Let's go into it. Step touch again. Step touch. The muscles on the sides of our legs don't get used much. If you've ever gone to the stadium or a theater, you have to walk through. So let's do a double. Step together, step together, step together, step together. Do it again. And back. Take it back to that march. We're going to march in and out because sometimes life happens and we have to widen our gait and bring it back together. Take it wide on the left side. Out, out, back, together. Out, back, together. Again. And one last time. All right, start marching on your left side, and we're going to do that step touch to the left. Take it, step, touch, and again. Your body should begin to warm up. Are you remembering that mambo? Let's go to this march. And we're going to take it to that mambo. Step, 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 step. You've got this. And one more time. Wonderful. All right, what I'd like us to do, keep a chair handy on your right side. Have the chair away from you so your right side is out. Tap your foot, take it to the side, and then tap it back. Now, notice what you notice within your body as you move. You've got muscles in your hip that are moving in your gluteus maximus or your bottom. So out, side, back. Now, if you feel totally comfortable, keep your chair close or your counter, tap that foot out, lift it up, and put it back down on the floor. Tap it up and down. Lift. Now, tighten up this core section of your body. The upper part of our body and the lower part of our body are brought together by the core. That's the muscles in the center. We're going to take this out to the side. Every time you lift your leg, you need to tighten up that core center because it's what helps you to stay stable. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Do it again, 4, 3, 2, and last time. We're taking this foot back. Now, vitally important is to tighten up that core so that when you push your foot back, you don't end up hyperextending your back. This is what causes the backache. It doesn't need to be far out. Just a nice little step back. Pull, 2, 3, and 4. Really tighten up the glute. Tighten up that bottom. Squeeze it and then lift. Squeeze it and then lift. Squeeze it and lift. These are the muscles you need for balance. And one more time. There you go. Wonderful job. What we do on one side, we need to do on the other because our body needs to be equal. So I'm going to take it to the other side of the chair. So if you need to, move your chair. I'll give you a moment. You're ready? Tap out. Take it to the side. Take it back. Bring it forward, side, and back. Again. And last time. And back center. All right, here's our little challenge. Take it out if you feel comfortable. You can even hover your fingers over that counter or chair. 2, 3, 4, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it to the side and tighten up the medial glute. That's the side of your gluteus. 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 left. Wonderful job. Taking it to the back. Again, remembering your core is tight. It's not that far back. And lift. 4, 2, and last time. Bring it in. Beautiful. Let's grab that ball. Now, I'm going to give you 3 words. And I want you to remember these 3 words. We've got, let's see. Let's try stapler, jump, and book. Stapler, jump, and book. Now, let's keep moving. Core tight, body tall, shoulders back. Roll those shoulders back and down. Did you know that your shoulders belong to your back? Think of them as a couple. They've got to stay together. So keep the shoulders back. We're going to press the ball out. I'm moving to the side so that you can see me and with a little bit more clarity. So notice that my shoulders are staying back, but my arms are going forward. My shoulders are back, my arms are forward. All right. Now, we're going to take this movement while we're doing some balance. So I'm going to stand to the side so that you can see me. I'm staggering my feet. So there is about a hand width between my feet. Staggered them out. You're kind of like on railroad tracks. And shoulders are back and down, core is tight. And you're going to press that ball out and in. Doesn't it remind you of when you're taking a step at the grocery store and you're pressing that cart? We've got to stay strong and stable to take care of ourselves throughout the day. As we take care of ourselves and we're strong and stable, we increase our independence and our quality of life. One last time, and bring it in. All right, what we do on one side, we do on the other. So, changing sides. And pressing, push. That's 4. We've got 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. So, now that we've done that, let's try something else. Bring your feet together. We're tightening up our base of support. From here, what you want to do is keep that core tight, bring those shoulders back and down, and look forward. Now, hold that stance for just a moment with the ball center in your chest. Both eyes are open, you're looking forward. Now, you may feel a little sway. What I'd like you to do is to close one eye, just one. You choose whether it's the right or the left, and you can use a hand to cover if you need. Take care of you and make sure your counter or your chair is close at hand. If you want to, you can go ahead and keep that hand on that chair or just hovering. So you may notice that your balance, that sway, has gotten a little bit deeper, a little bit more noticeable, or maybe not. Check the other side. Oftentimes, visually, one side is more dominant than the other, and it can change your balance. So, closing the other eye, holding. Now, if you're ready for a real challenge, close both eyes. Allow yourself to have that stool or that counter ready. Because as soon as you close your eyes, since vision is one of the major components that keeps you stable, you may find that your balance is a little more shaky. So as soon as you close your eyes with your feet close together, breathe in and out, relax. And then release. All right, my friends. It's time for us to work a muscle. Have that chair close at hand. I'm going to grab myself a seat. And I'm going to place the ball. If you have a pillow, that will work. And if you have nothing at all, you can still work the muscle. You're just squeezing the muscle together. This is the adductors. It's the muscles on the inside of your thigh. Go ahead and squeeze that ball and release. Now, one of the things I always tell my classes is we want to engage more muscles than just the inner thighs. We want to engage the glutes. As we sit for long periods, the largest muscle of our body begins to get lazy. And so what we needed to do is to engage. So as you squeeze, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better. So as you squeeze the ball, you come up on your chair a little bit. You notice how I'm coming up? Go ahead, squeeze that ball and lift yourself through those gluteals. Lift. And lift again. And lift again. Let's do this 4 more times. You've got this. Pull. 2, 3, and 4. Did you notice that your abdominals engaged? Another component of balance is your proprioception. We've got to be able to connect, understand what's happening in our body. So pay attention how you feel, what you feel as you go through your day. Now, we're going to move into a bit more challenge this morning. So I'm bringing my feet in that staggered stance, and core is tight, shoulders are back and down. Lift that ball up and bring it back down. Now, I'm following that ball with my eyes and my head at this moment. Lift and lower. Bring it back down and center, lift, and lower it back down. One last time. Follow the ball from down to the up position in the angle. Lift, follow, and release. You may have noticed that that was a little more challenging. This has to do with your vestibular system. Taking it to that staggered stance on the other side, 4 times, we're going to go through this again, only up to the other right direction. Taking it up and bringing it down. Taking it up and bringing it back down. I hope you're keeping yourself safe with that chair or that counter as needed. Taking it slow at your pace and bring it back down. So, I hope you're feeling the balance challenge. Now, we're going to go to a single leg stance. Static balance is one form of balance. So, with your chair closed, I'm going to have you take your foot and tap it out to the side. This is going to feel a little like a yoga pose, because it is. Only what I want you to do is not tap your leg and go into a yoga position of tree. I would like you to bring your leg back and up. So notice I've taken it from the side, I'm bringing it in and back up. All right, so holding there, I'm going to bring back my body so you can see me from the front. Out, bringing it in, taking it up in the back. We're working muscles as we prepare for tree pose. A lot of times in balance, we call this a stork position. Release that, and let's take it to the other side. So, taking it out to the side, bringing it in, pulling it up, and hold. And release. Let's do it again. Taking it out, bringing it in, pulling up, and holding. Now, some people like to bring their arms out, like we do in yoga. Some need to hold on. You can do what feels comfortable for you in that situation. When you're brushing your teeth, when you're doing dishes, when you are standing in line at the grocery store and you have a stable situation, maybe the counter, you're standing at the counter, you can do a little stork, brushing the teeth. You can do the little stork. Hey, by the way, what were those 3 words? Do you remember? There was a stapler, there is a jump, and there was a book. I hope you remembered that. Let's keep moving. All right. One of the things that we need to remember with regards to balance is that as we age, our balance doesn't need to get worse. You have more control over your body than you may believe. Strength, practice, continuing to move, these things help. So let's get busy and do a little bit more to strengthen our body. So I want you to take that ball, if you have one, or that pillow. Go ahead and have a seat. We've worked a little bit of the outer side of our body, or the abductor. And what I want you to do is take that ball, and I want you to press against that ball and push out. Now, I'm going to try and resist. So my arm is going to engage. My leg is going to engage. My gluteus minimus is going to engage to a degree. So press and then release it. Press and release it. Press again and release it. Last time and release it. All right, let's take it to the other side. Press and release it. Press and release it. Again, last time, really push against it. Woo! All right, upper and lower body is getting a little bit of a workout there this morning. All right, taking the ball and setting it down. Let's grab a drink. Hydration is part of the important principles of balance. If you are not hydrated, you will lose your ability to stay firm and strong on your feet. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit of stretching, because flexibility is important as well in our balance. Taking our leg out. Remember how I was talking about the gluteals get a little bit weak, lazy when we sit on them? Well, the reason for that is because they become elongated. What happens in the front of our bodies, I'm going to stand so you can see this, there's a hip flexor in the front of our body. And as we sit, these muscles lengthen, these muscles shorten. And so what we want to do is we want to help these muscles in the front of our body lengthen again. One of the ways we do that is by stretching them. So a great way to do this is sit on the side of your chair, grab a hold of the back, or you can even grab a hold of the front. If you have a table close by or another chair, that will work as well. Drop your knee to the floor. Now, you may not be able to drop it very far, and that's okay. What I want you to do is I want you to push through your heel and see if you can open this up a little bit more. Nice, long muscles. Now, I really love this stretch. It really is helpful. Another stretch that works that same muscle is when you go into a lunge position, pressing the leg back. If you can't keep the leg all the way long, that's all right. Do what you can do. The more we do it, the more we will get better. More proficient at lengthening that muscle. All right, let's take it to the other side. Be careful as you turn. Drop that leg down, and I even like to lean back just slightly, tightening up that glute, pushing through the glute to the front, and that hamstring, pushing it through to the front, lengthening open the quadricep, that's the muscles in your front of your leg, and your hip flexors. Wonderful opportunity for you to help your body feel better. Pushing through that heel really will help you feel the sensation in the front of your leg. Lengthening it out further, pressing that heel further back into the lunge position. All right, bringing yourself to the front. Opening up the chest is super awesome. And when we open the chest, we help ourselves breathe. And another thing about balance is if we're standing up with rounded shoulders and shortened hip flexors, it's going to be easier to go towards the floor. If we're standing up taller and are more erect, the shoulders remembering that they belong to the back, that allows us to stand taller and take a bigger step when it's time to walk. So, stand up nice and tall for me today. Bring those shoulders back and down. And what I'd like you to do is grab a hold of something and take that heel, place it out on the floor. Press through and come to your toe. Do you feel that hip flexor opening? Do you see why it's so vital that we get that open? It helps us to take our steps. And when you're taking good, strong steps, you're going to be more stable on your feet. Let's take it to the other side and feel, really connect with your body. It's why I look at this as a mind-body experience. Heel, press through to the toe, and that you come up on the toe in the back. Feel that hip flexor opening. It's another way you can do this when you're standing and waiting. All right, now, one last thing I'd like to bring to your attention. One of the muscles that we use as we get out of the chair sometimes are our triceps. They're the muscles in the back. I'm going to let you use those muscles here in a minute because we're going to do some chair stands. Now, if you're strong enough to get out of the chair without using your hands, you can place your hands on your chest. But I want you to remember that as you get up out of the chair, I'm going to move my chair slightly to the side so you can see a little bit better. My feet are at 90 degrees of an angle, or my knees are creating a 90-degree angle. So I am going to press with my heel into the floor. Using the triceps if you need to. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale, push back just a little in your chair and press and get out of the chair. All right, carefully sit back down. Now, if you've ever been to a fitness class, you know that fitness instructors do lots of squats. The reason for that is because, again, that gluteus maximus likes to get tired from sitting and lets all the other muscles work. They're supposed to assist it instead of do the job. So what I want us to do is do a couple of chair stands. Go ahead, press through if you need to, those heels and those thighs, push up and get up. Wonderful. Now, another thing, let's do a couple of these and see if you can not have to push as much. And sit back down. Really push through those heels. Press. Nice and tight. Core it up and push through those heels. Last time. Push through the heels. Feel as if you're a rocket taking off. You noticed that I did not look at the floor. The reason for that is, the saying is, you go where you look, or you look where you go. So if I am looking at the floor and I'm coming forward, I'm more apt to go to the floor than go up where I want to go. So press through the heels and always look up. Thank you. I really want you to be strong and healthy and capable. Fall prevention is vital. So many challenges can come, even death from falling. So let's get stronger. Let's get more stable. Believe in yourself. I have a quote I'd like to share with you today. This comes from Christian Larson, who said, "Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle." I believe you can do this. You need to believe that you can do this. Your family wants you to believe that you can do this. You have so much to offer. So get up out of that chair. Practice your balance. Come to a class here at SourcePoint, or find me somewhere else within the community. We have so many opportunities here in Delaware County to bless your lives. Take advantage of those situations. I really appreciate you being here, spending some time, caring about yourself. It's so important to our community as a whole. So have a wonderful day. Be strong, be confident. I look forward to seeing you sometime soon. Thank you.